before I get started. Can everybody say hi to YouTube real quick? Okay, we got a couple. Okay. College graduates versus dropouts debate. Is college worth it? So if this is anything like the last one with 9 to 5 versus streamers, I don't know. I'm anticipating a little bit of rage bait, but I think the themes are going to be interesting. Just some context. I did go to college. I did graduate. I took a different route. I went to community college before I went straight to a 4-year, both for savings and for being a bad student in high school. So that's my experience. I had to get my degree. I had a lot of fun in undergrad. I appreciated my degree. But do I see the argument for not going? Sometimes. So we'll see if this sways me in either direction. Just a little rage bait? Just a little rage bait? Okay. Well, let's see what we're getting into. Let's go! Actually, that would be awesome if one of the people that they debate against is in their group. That would actually be really cool. Was there? I didn't see. Hold on, let me go back. In the red hoodie? Oh, yeah. This guy, right? Can I tell you how I know him? As the guy who hit on Pokey. That is literally all I know about him. And Loki, he looks Middle Eastern. Is he? I don't know. We gonna get messy. Oh, hey, relax. Okay, let's go.
How you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Go ahead.
I think college is completely useless, and I'm gonna tell you why right now.
Okay.
Why would I spend tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars to go get a degree to then maybe make $20,000 or $30,000 a year?
20 or 30? No, you lowballed the hell out of that. No. The numbers for tuition are accurate. The number they just gave for like what your possibilities look like, no. That was not accurate. At least I do not agree. Hold on, let's see if she refutes that or if anyone does.
Go get a degree to then maybe make $20,000 or $30,000 a year. I'm gonna have to work a whole lifetime to make that back, when I could literally just go on the internet, post a few videos, and make a couple $100,000 a month.
Not necessarily, like if you pick a right degree to go into.
She said right degree.
Like STEM, so like technology, science, being a doctor, lawyer, you can make just as much as what you're making. And you can also start a business from that as well. It's not like you have to just go and work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, but it's just so much extra. Why am I putting all this money in like 8 years, stick to YouTube?
What if all these platforms go down?
What if science goes down?
But how would...
She just did the most quintessential thing for college students. For college students, the most typical thing you get told is go for the lucrative degrees. As someone who did not go for STEM, I disagree with. To make me commit to debt and to make me commit to 4 years of my life to something that I'm not passionate about wasn't gonna happen. That was something that I was like, I'm not doing that. The issue with that, you're getting very into like immigrant child or like very strict parent territory when they're like, go for the lucrative degree, go for the lucrative degree. At the end of the day, you live with your degree. You live with your decisions that you made. Now, as someone who went and got that degree, who followed their dreams, are there rough patches? Yes. But are there also places where I didn't even know that were possible and like opportunities I did not know were possible like in a corporate world? Hell yeah. And if I heard about college from her, I would not be happy and not want to go towards it either. I would not be convinced.
Doctor,
I don't believe in science.
Oh yeah, what he said about, and what if science goes? Science is never going.
I still make content, but I went to school and I got a degree.
What content do you make?
I make content on helping the homeless people.
Okay, and so you have a homeless degree? Unless you went to school for 4 years to learn how to feed the homeless, you don't use your degree.
I do use my degree. I do stuff during the daytime.
You wasted time. You could have.
No, I did. I met amazing people. I got good relationships. Like my dean, I can call my dean.
You can call Aiden Ross.
I have those relationships. Like I said, all these people are using.
Can you call Mr. Beast right now?
Each other. Yes.
Can you call Mr. Beast right now? Can you call Mr. Beast right now? Did you say yes?
Call Mr. Beast.
I don't have my phone on me. You call him.
Call him right now.
But what are we getting at though? Like just because you can call him, like
you could call your dean. I could call Aiden Ross.
And I can call Beyonce. I can call Beyonce. So what are we talking about?
Call her.
That's all you guys do. You guys suck each other for views. That's all y'all do. Y'all sending them content houses.
And you
Yeah,
wasted
sitting
8 years of your life going to school to feed the homeless.
8 years.
You could have been fed the homeless.
4 years, baby.
You could have fed the homeless with 0.
One thing I will tell you is that even if you do not use your degree, and this is something that I have very reluctantly learned, but like it's the reality of the situation. Even if you do not use your degree the way it was intended and for the industry that it was intended, at minimum, you learn corporate. So at minimum, you will learn the structure of what it is to work in the States. So that's kind of like something that doesn't get talked about enough. Someone who does at least have at minimum that degree understands timelines, deadlines, understands the structure of work, and like that's at minimum what you're gonna get in exchange for your time. The same way you would get creative with content, you can get creative about your career path. You can basically provide a different perspective to whatever position you end up taking.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry.
Like I said, relationships. You build relationships that you can keep for the rest of your life.
You could do that anywhere. You don't need to go to college.
Yeah.
Yes,
True.
I could go to
I get
Equinox
that, but
and go build relationships.
Content, you guys all know. You guys.
Okay. Sorry, I keep pausing. One quote that was a really, really good quote that I remember from a substitute teacher in high school actually ended up being extremely true when I got to college, is that college is the first time in your life, likely, where the playing fields have been leveled. So somebody who is from a family of millionaires, or somebody who is like barely scraping by, their family maybe was hopping from home to home and was like unhoused, will be in the same place. So that opportunity will not be available to you necessarily at a gym. Because even gyms now have like socioeconomic things. Like, you think the millionaires are going to Planet Fitness? No. And again, not that that's going to benefit you, but it's good to know that because it means that you both are walking away with the same quality of education. My family personally could not afford to send me to private schools, but I got to a college where I'm in these classes with these kids who went to private schools. Depending on how you perform is going to tell you where you're going to get, right? Yeah, that's kind of, I think, one of the things that I do really like about college is that it gives you the opportunity to prove what you're capable of, even amongst people that have maybe gotten a lot more chances and a lot more resources. Hello?
You didn't go to college.
I did go to college for 2 years.
2 years and then you dropped out.
I did drop out.
So what made you drop out?
I was making more money making content than I was going
But
to
what
college.
happens when all this content stuff goes away? What happens when the internet goes down? What are you gonna do?
I have millions in my bank account waiting for that.
Talk to them. Talk.
No.
No?
But it's people mentally ill with millions.
Exactly.
Oh, there's Rhonda. There's Rhonda again. Let's go, Rhonda.
You can hire a therapist.
I can hire a
We
therapist.
can too, and people that work
And guess
9 to
what? My
5s can,
therapist
too.
isn't going to have a degree.
Why wouldn't?
Chat
What?
GPT.
I'd rather talk to someone who is more on an intellectual and
I'm done
spiritual.
talking to this ignorant person. Who wants to come?
What do you mean your therapist doesn't need a degree? Hello? Hold on. Do any of you want to go to a therapist who doesn't have a degree? Yeah, no. Some people's therapists aren't even a person. Don't do that. Don't. ChatGPT is not a therapist, you guys. ChatGPT is a program and a service that will allow you to go on for hours and will not tell you to put it down. And that's a problem. If you are any kind of overthinker, if you are any kind of person with any kind of anxiety, ChatGPT is not a replacement for therapy.
Oh, we meet again.
How you doing?
How are you?
What's your name?
Lacey.
Hey, eyebrows. You look good. I'm Rhonda.
Thank
Rhonda
you.
Banks.
Did she call him eyebrows?
Oh, we meet again.
How you doing?
How are you?
What's your name?
Lacey.
Hey, eyebrows. You look good.
She called him
Rhonda.
eyebrows.
Rhonda Bankston.
Nice
I'm
to-
a registered nurse. I'm a 1985 HBCU alumni graduate.
Ooh, let's go. Does everybody know what a HBCU is? Let's go, Rhonda. No, an HBCU is a historically black college. I think they came out of the necessity during segregation. And basically the whole point of the HBCUs is like the opportunities that were not even allowed to people. Education, I know we want to like rag on it a lot. They have made it hard to get and then make you indebted to the system and not be able to benefit from the resource sometimes, right? HBCUs are proof that like there was a time people wouldn't even be able to. Women were not able to. Like multiple different minorities were held back from being able to get this thing. Now it's money. Now it's money that holds you back from getting the thing. But my point being that it is something to be sought after to look for knowledge. Like you will only better as a person in understanding the people around you, the world around you, the subjects around you.
Structure. Do you feel like you got structure in your life?
100%.
If your money goes
More
down,
structure
are
than
you
I had
gonna
in
be-
college,
are
'cause
you
I
gonna
went to
be
college.
How long did you go?
2 years,
And
pre-law.
what was your pre-law?
Pre-law. Interesting. By the way, fun fact, pre-law is not a major. It basically just means that the student decided they wanted to go to law school. And here's the thing. You can get any degree and go to law school.
What type of
I was
law?
going to be a criminal defense lawyer,
And do what?
defend criminals.
So what made you change your mind?
Hello?
I saw that I made more in a month than I was going to pay for my whole entire tuition, so I dropped out to pursue my dreams.
So you really didn't care about people, you care about money.
Why do you work?
Because if you care about people in a degree, whether it's social work, being a doctor, you got to care about you first. Then the money will come. If you're doing the right thing with people
Yeah,
with your
but
college degree,
here's the thing.
Degree in
Here-
nursing and biology, and I care
Hey, let's go. She wanted to let you know she's got two. That's her way of letting you know she doesn't have just one degree. She has two.
about people.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Come on,
thing.
Lacey. Said.
You don't care about nobody.
I know
You
what you're
care
saying.
about
Listen, Rhonda, listen.
algorithms.
Yeah, that's
It
what I'm saying.
shows. It shows.
Listen,
Do you love people?
People die. Money lasts forever, okay?
They do die.
Generation, my kids will have money.
But even
But
with
I'ma die.
that,
You told your
Shit, that
daughter,
doesn't-
you sat your daughter down, you said, hey, I want you to spend $100,000 a year to go to college.
That is an inflated number. Not every college costs $100,000 a year to go.
went on a full ride.
Well,
So did I.
that's great for her.
Full ride. Didn't have to pay a
Unfortunately, that
dime.
was a waste of time.
Not at all.
That was a waste of time.
She didn't have to spend.
Hold on. If you got a full ride to go to school, would you do it? Full ride. You get to live on the campus. You get to go to your classes. The only thing you're paying for, I'm assuming out of pocket, is maybe some extras. Hell yeah, definitely. If someone else was paying, I'd take it. Yeah. The point being that the money will be a big reason for like a hurdle for people. But if that wasn't a hurdle, there are people who would be happy to go do it and not think it's a waste of time. Because I think at the end of the day, it depends on whether you value learning. Like, do you value what it is to learn? And that was a great word to bring up.
Not at all.
That was a waste of time.
She didn't have to spend any money, and she makes more money back.
She could have been making more money. She could have been doing something else.
But
She could have
is
been.
it about money?
The whole argument of this is college. College doesn't teach you morals. People go to college and they hoes and they drink, they smoke, they do
I
this, they do
didn't.
that. You didn't, but a lot of
Okay. I will now present you with the middle option. Because she's saying I went to college and I was completely on task and I completed my degree. He's saying I went and I did everything else and I didn't get my degree because, like, that's all he was doing. Basically, that's what he said, even though he was giving an example. I did my partying, but I also got my degree. Like, I am of the mindset and the church that you need to have fun while you do the thing. Work hard, play harder. Within reason. Like, you still gotta be productive and, like, do the thing you came to do. You could do both.
Hello.
So you think college is worth it?
Yes, I believe that college is mainly for life enrichment. It's to grow. It also gives you a safety net to do things while you're also creating content.
So why do you go to college?
So I go to college to better enrich myself and to try to actually improve society overall. It's not just about
Bullshit.
the Okay.
I don't believe that. I don't
Wanna
buy
know
that
what
for
I
a
do?
second.
This is the rage bait. What do you mean you don't believe it? Stop it.
You want to know what
What
I
do you
do?
do?
I'm a major in political science and
Political science, usually the road to a career in politics or law.
I'm a double major in Black Study and Business Administration.
Black study. Diversity, equity, and inclusion can be applied to that. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, I don't know if you guys know about the thought of including others and beyond just like, we all should be able to learn. It's like, no, we all need certain tools to be able to do that. And then what was the second degree? Business admin. So that's giving corporate. That's giving you might want to work corporate. You might want to become an entrepreneur. It's giving you're going to be involved in a company in some capacity.
So actually I do. So what I do is I've worked with Disney, I've worked corporate, I've worked with people to make sure that diversity inclusion is furthered, that we make sure that people have opportunity to tell their stories, people of diverse audiences. Thank you. So yeah.
Why do you have to go to college for that?
Because when I'm in those rooms, the reason why I was the one that had a place to speak was because I was the one that went to college, had my education, and grew my learning. I would not have been the one chosen if I did not go to college.
What you're
This actually is one of the things that I really appreciated about undergrad. The things that you did not learn K through 12, you more than likely ended up learning in college, which sometimes I would be sitting there next to other students and I literally would be like, we didn't learn this until now. Like, I would be puzzled. I went to public school, but I still was very confused. I was like, why are we learning things that should have been in my history books? Even though given I was a terrible student, but like I saw some of the things we were talking about. The lack of education, even on the country that you live in, because those textbooks written in a certain POV that didn't include the Black community. When these companies, his example being Disney, want to ensure that they are being inclusive of everyone, would tap somebody like them because they would be like, okay, you've studied Black studies, means that you know what the history is that you probably didn't get during K through 12. You know what the problems that community faces. You understand like what that community is looking for in the future, so on and so forth.
Information that I learned, I did need college to know.
What did you learn in college that you didn't believe in yourself already?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know the history of the world. I don't know everything that's ever happened between different communities, different people. I would not have known those things. While you live in your social bubble, a lot of times you don't know what's going on in other countries. You don't know what's going on.
That's got nothing to
So,
do
but
with you.
truthfully, like,
Yeah, no.
unbiased.
It 1000% has something to do with you when it comes knocking at your door. So the time that we spend studying other places and things, and I think this is a very selfish take, but learning about others and learning about the things that are happening in the world that don't affect you now, can benefit you. And even if they can't, that's a very selfish take to not give a damn about anything else except your own existence. I think that like if you ever work with people, I would much rather be working with people that I know aren't only looking out for their own back, or at least try to understand me. Cause it's it's hard out here. What can I say? Like everyone's got bills, everyone has their own concerns, everyone is doing their own thing and worried about their own lane and everything. But at the end of the day, taking the time out to understand others, I think will benefit you in your lifetime.
Like,
No, they have their degree. You don't
Yeah,
get
but
that
where
through
Here's the thing that you're not understanding. College professors in 10 years, in order to teach history, in order to teach this, they're gonna play our clips in order to teach the kids.
talk to them.
What is this? What? Tell me what college class we'd be watching then.
Okay, wait a second. They're not wrong. They would use what is currently happening in on the internet now is very much used because that is a study that's available at college. Like they study what is happening online in technology and they're a part of that. Especially if you're like someone that's like record breaking or like doing a genre that's different or you have contributed to an industry, you will be the subject of that. Yeah.
Part of history.
We are a part of history.
But that's also why I would argue I love college even more because I would say it's not all traditional stuff. And if it was, I would be bored out of my mind. Like to say that colleges only do the old stuff is also not fair. Like there is plenty of colleges that are like really good about making sure they're current to what's currently happening out in the world. Not all of them are created equal. There are certain professors who want to give you the experience of how it applies today and what it looks like out in the wild. Yeah. But claim to most successful people are college dropouts.
Believe that, yeah. Do you?
No.
Why not?
Because there are there is a top 1%. There's the richest people. There are some that are college graduates. There are some that are not. People that go to college have a higher chance and are more likely to live in that medium range where they're not worrying about when's my next gig, when's able to succeed, have something to fall back on. If you
What are these shots of the people falling asleep in the background? Stop it.
To that, I mean, you're saying it's safer to go to college. You have a safety net. And the reason that that top 1% exists is because the people in that top 1%, they take the risk and they gamble on something that
But there's the thing is, like I said, that top 1% is a mix of people who have gone to college and those who have not. We're not just talking about the 1%, because the 1% is a mix. It's not all one.
There are successful people who do and do not go to college. That is not something you can argue against. There are people who have and who haven't. The idea, again, here's the thing, what I said about the level playing field. A level playing field can happen. I don't know Zuckerberg or Bill Gates's backgrounds, but what that idea that the level playing field happens when you get to this place is very real. So if you have an idea that you cannot execute alone, you might be meeting those people at college.
So look, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. It's basically a matter of money isn't everything. It's about your character and what you leave behind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you don't need college to necessarily make money, fact, but it's a form of completion, like a natural dopamine. You know, in today's society, everything's just like quick, fast, scrolling TikTok. You know, if you
but
go
why
to
not-
college, you complete something, you feel
It's a
better
form of,
about
have you ever
yourself,
won a
something
Warzone game?
to-
That's completion.
What was that?
Hello?
Winning a Warzone game, bro.
Why you think?
Dopamine. You wanna talk about dopamine? Let's talk about dopamine.
Why you think there's multi-million-dollar basketball players who go and get the degree? They don't need to. They got money, but it's just the fact of having that on paper. You know, completing something. Natural dopamine. You feel me?
You could also have all the money in the world, put it all on black, and then that dopamine's the same as getting a stamp. Is it not?
It's probably better.
You don't want to be like him either.
you're looking, you're
Says you.
Oh, she's taking shots, bro.
Just remember from my particular situation, I didn't even go to college. When I was graduating high school, I looked at it and I did the numbers in my head. Okay, if I wanted to go to ASU, tuition a year is like what, $25,000, $30,000. I completed. I can't just graduate college and start a business ground up.
I did.
Maybe I could. It's gonna take years. So I decided, you know what?
That's not true though.
I'm
That's
gonna
not true, though.
take.
You can start a business.
Well, this is all opinionated then at the end of the day.
No, it's facts. I started my own business. After
Yeah. You.
It's not opinion, it's antidotal. Antidotal as to say, you're just giving me a very personal example, not necessarily how it affects everybody.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
If I went to college, I would have missed out on Prime Fortnite. I would have missed out on COVID.
You would have been working.
I would have
a real
missed out on
job.
COVID viewership. You have no clue about COVID viewers. I wouldn't have been live. I wouldn't have been live for any of that. And
That risk goes with everything. Every decision that you make can have the potential of missing out on something else. Let's say instead of being a gamer, you became like a content influencer. Well, now you became an influencer and you could have gone the gaming route and there were a bunch of things you missed. So you still didn't go to school, but you also might have also missed out on that window. And then going to school is not, it works that way as well. So again, I think we talked about this in the last video of streamers versus 9-to-5 workers. Luck. There is timing and the opportunity, when those things cross and you utilize it, I would consider that luck. The fact that you weren't necessarily in college is not entirely the cause for why that happened. Because it also means that these other things happened at the same time. The opportunity for, unfortunately, they said COVID. COVID happened. And then the Prime Fortnite also happened. Why are you staring at me? So again, the intersection of timing and opportunity. Luck.
I wouldn't have a job.
In life, you could go online and teach yourself it and look it up rather than paying money to go to a college and get educated through a professor and giving them money, unless you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. Pretty much everything else.
You don't even need
I
a
feel
degree
like
for those either.
I want him to stop saying that. Stop saying you don't need degrees for that. Do you want your open heart surgery to be done by somebody that doesn't have a degree? Huh? The Faze Clan boys are starting to frustrate me a little bit.
Get this. He influenced me. That's why I'm here today.
He influenced you
that's
to
real,
do
by the
what?
way.
He influenced you to do what?
When I was a kid, I grew up watching him, and then now I'm a part of the team, and I got
You grew
influenced.
up watching what?
Him.
I mean, I'm sure you do inspire kids. You know, I'm sure a student, one of your students looks at you and is like, oh, I want to be like my teacher. The same way they look at their favorite YouTuber or streamer and want to be like them. But we don't go to college. We didn't go to college for that.
We encourage them not to go to college.
So the majority of people
Encouraging people to not go to college, in my mind, is crazy. To encourage people to not consider every option is crazy. For me to also try to sell college to everybody is also crazy. But to discourage that, especially keeping in mind that you, again, had such unique opportunities and such unique timing, is annoying as hell. I can't. Oh my God.
drop out, don't
Okay,
do it.
wait. According to various labor reports, about 30 to 40% of college dropouts go on to do well after leaving school, especially if they pursue in-demand skills, entrepreneurship, or specific high-paying industries. About 30 to 40% of them. So that's saying that 60 to 70% of college dropouts are not necessarily doing well after leaving school. This is something you learn in stats, in statistics class in college, that this statement is being presented to you as a pro. You need to remember that there's the con. So they presented a high percentage. I mean, 30 to 40% of anything is like not terrible. There's people who have life-saving surgeries because there's only a 30 to 40% success rate. But my point being that you are playing with the odds of being on either side. You're either going to be the 60 to 70 or you might be the 30, 40. And that probably has a lot to do with your own motivation.
You guys advising people to drop out of college is extremely irresponsible.
That part.
Because that is exactly my point. Exactly my point. What's so funny? What's so funny?
You gotta take that risk to get that bag. That's all I'm gonna say. I can go if you want me to go.
You take the risk.
I think Ron.
You advising to take other people to take the risk is irresponsible as well. Like, being so hardcore about that view is a little crazy. I'm sorry.
Name's Ron.
Hi, I'm Viviana. Nice to meet you.
I just feel as if like going back to what we said earlier, why spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a degree when I can Google everything? Every single thing that
Because now you need to ensure that you have the skills to decipher what is legitimate information online versus not. When you go to school, even you might learn this in high school as well, however, but I will say you get more thorough when you go to college. You are taught to research. If you went to a research institution or like a state school, you are taught how to reference things. Is it from a reliable source? When was it published? Is it current? Who is the person who provided it? And that information and understanding that will help you online, and it'll help you in anything else that you need to go find out more about. Let me see. I personally barely made it through high school and dropped out of college, but I'm lucky enough to be in the percentage that made it in life and now own my own business. And that's the part where you're recognizing luck, right? The thing that's frustrating me about this is you need to be more transparent about maybe this isn't something that everybody can utilize or do. And I love that the chat's supporting you and I'm saying I'm so proud of you. Yeah, we're very proud of you. And I think that it's super, super self-aware to know that, like, hey, maybe there were obstacles that in doing this was risky. Or even if you weren't able to make the decision for yourself, maybe you recognize that, like, hey, I was put in this circumstance and this is what I did with this circumstance. Because school is a privilege and not everyone's gonna have the chance to go. Okay.
wanted to know, I can Google it. Why would I need college?
ChatGPT too.
So let's talk about facts.
I looked up.
I have not spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have to be an idiot to do that. I'm sorry if somebody did that.
I know somebody who has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, but I will say they made it back. They went to a very nice school. Very nice school. Even though I still think that's crazy.
If you don't mind.
I would never discourage people from college because as an adultier adult, now I missed that opportunity. And if at ever any point there are moments where you think you missed out on something, go get a little bit of it. Go get a little bit of it. I can say that for myself, you guys. Like, I didn't think, if you asked me like 3-4 years ago if I thought I'd be doing this, I would be like, no. But then a part of me was like, well, let me at least try a little bit.
Ron, what's your name?
Angel.
Angel. Nah, you
Straight from heaven.
straight from heaven.
Oh, he likes her.
College is important and how it's not necessarily the best idea for everybody to just drop out and become a streamer. Favorite word, obsolete, right?
I don't even know how to spell that word. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Right.
But I got ChatGPT that'll autocorrect it.
Well, how are you gonna spell it and look it up on ChatGPT if you can't spell it?
Obselaite. If I type that in the iPhone, it's gonna autocorrect, is it not?
And why does he need to know how to spell that?
Bill Gates. Bill Gates made the iPhone. He dropped out of college. Talk to me. Come
I'm losing brain cells.
Yup.
That's
You think
true.
Bill Gates knew how to spell
on. He
obsolete?
autocorrected
No.
that for me. He didn't even go to college.
He personally autocorrected that for you?
He made the phone.
Why do you think that it's not, or it is obsolete, sorry?
What?
College.
Insignificant.
So you think
Insignificant?
college is insignificant?
Yes, for sure, it's insignificant. Look
Okay.
where I am. I'm proving you. I'm proof in the pudding right now.
Absolutely, and that's why you're making unoriginal content and you're actually copying everybody else's content, doing
Yeah,
the same video, because you didn't gain the critical thinking skills.
Oh.
Hey, she in the slip slide.
See, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. And you spent money to learn how to dance. What? Yo, who the real dummy here? Like what? I could make unoriginal content, but I'm still getting the paper.
Who's saying that I'm not getting paid?
You could be getting paid. I'm not saying you're not getting paid, but
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
saying
getting
you
paid.
coming at like.
What do you do for a living?
She dances.
I'm a professional dancer.
Okay.
I'm also a dance teacher and an educator, and it's pretty important for me to have an anatomical understanding of how the body works in order to actually properly educate my students so that they don't harm themselves.
Personal trainers. Even though you might not get an undergrad degree, if you have some kind of certification, let's say you've had ACL, ligament, knee, whatever the issue is, problems, do you want the trainer that your best friend's cousin's little brother knows, who's gonna charge you $20 per session? Or do you want the one that has a degree or some kind of certification that says you're not gonna get hurt or maybe even make your current injury worse or life-threatening when you exercise with them?
Really think Kai Cenat went to dance school to learn how to get sturdy? Do you think Silky learned how to get sturdy through dance school?
I don't think that you have to go to college all the time to
They're
learn how to
lit.
get sturdy. They're lit. You could also get lit at college.
As a caretaker for someone who is disabled, I will always go with the certified educated option over convenience, 1000%. You might get looked down for in your industry for some reason, right? And one of them that people online get accused of is brain rot. Are you contributing something unique, or are you contributing to the reasons why I put a parental control on a kid's phone? So I think that is where, unfortunately, the unoriginal conversation comes up. But I also don't think that's always fair, because I think the unoriginal like claim can be thrown around everywhere. Like somebody who knows nothing about what you watch or do could claim like, oh, it's unoriginal, it's been done, and they're just hating. So
My bad, I was just testing the water.
Yeah, of course. Again, you could have tested those water in college.
No, I
but-
couldn't. I couldn't get in. I was at a 2.1 GPA.
Ooh, that's tough. You could.
You know what?
and that's when you go the community college route.
Correct.
Everything's an investment. If you think about it that way, you could be like, oh, college costs money, but it's an investment over time.
But
Think
why
about
would I
your
do
own
that
investments.
investment when I could do other investments that have
Well,
way
that's
more
the
profitability?
choice of your investment,
Yeah,
right?
but again, that's a what if.
But
so it's like,
everything's
again,
a what if. So again,
you're
if
proving
you-
my point. I'm saying that's the whole point is like, I didn't need to go to college to do my what if. I just did it.
No, the whole point is that college is
No, you took a risk and you were successful. That's not the case for everybody. Not every person who takes that risk will see the same success.
obsolete and college is not obsolete, because there are some people who are going to invest in college and it's actually going to be a greater profit for them over the long term in time.
But
You
can
might
I
go-
fight the argument that that's a chance the same way anyone over here made the argument that, oh, it's a chance that you make it in content creation? It's the same thing. It makes
Yeah, but the argument isn't, is it a chance? Is it college obsolete? See, if you had gone to college, you'd understand the debate.
I know how to debate my chat all the time. My chat tells me it's L stream all the time. You know what I do? I
Really?
keep streaming.
Yeah.
Wow.
I keep asking for subs. Have you gotten 50 gifted before? You don't even know what a 50 gifted is. Do you even know what a W spam is?
Oh, this is rage bait. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
You know what an Ome 32 is?
Girl, do you think I know what that
That's
is?
my
Look, I'm
point,
sorry,
though.
not even just a girl. Girls can be streamers. Look at me. Do you think I know what that is?
Hello?
No, I think you a model.
Hello? Wait.
Yeah, but you're not a
So
streamer.
let me ask you a question. Let's say you were born in a wheelchair, okay?
Wow. Okay.
like,
strong start.
God forbid, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, that would be horrible. But
Would it? Why is it horrible to be in a wheelchair?
Oh, brother.
There's actually nothing wrong with being in a wheelchair. I would love
really
to.
pulling that card
Yeah,
right
I would
now?
love to hear your opinion on that. There's nothing wrong with having a different ability.
Well, no.
Let her win, bro.
Yeah, let's go. No, let's
Something I also learned in college. Ableism. Ableism. So the idea that somebody is living a different perspective on life. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. I learned this because when it came time to take language, I chose to take American Sign Language. Depending on who you talk to in the deaf community, they do not see themselves as disabled. Depending on who you talk to, they do not see themselves as disabled. They see themselves as someone who are experiencing the world with a different perspective. So somebody who is not experiencing life the same way, again, like, that was a bad take because I don't think they've had exposure. And if they have had exposure, then they're just being insensitive. So
He's just trying to PR for her.
Yeah, let's go.
PR farm is crazy.
With having a different ability.
Well, no.
Just let her win, bro.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go down that route.
He's just trying to PR for her. Let me end it off on this. You could. I got it. That was a good shot, though. Off the backboard with it. Let's talk about quotes. Product of your environment, right? Product of your environment. You could teach a horse how to water, but you can't feed the water to the horse.
Girl, what? I'm losing brain cells. Talk to him. I think they undid my degree. Whatever degree I got is gone now. Ooh, okay, this is the one that I'm hyped. This is the clan member versus clan member. That sounds crazy.
Well, firstly, after listening this whole time to all four of you, my brain is just rotting. Graduated college in 2018.
Damn.
USC 4.0.
Holy.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you guys.
Wait till y'all find out. He doesn't use his degree.
Wait, hold on. Actually,
Ooh, tell me what degree is. Tell me what it's in.
I do use my degree. What do you use?
I know, I saw that right. I wasn't gonna call it out.
He doesn't use his degree.
Wait, hold on. Actually, I do use my degree.
What do you use it in?
I do use my degree because you're.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Let me explain something. When I went to 4 years of college, graduating communication, public speaking.
Oh, 1000% he uses his degree. And he's online? Yeah, girl. He's
I'm a
using his
streamer.
degree.
How do you think I learned how to speak to an audience?
You RP on GTA. What are you
Hold on, but that's one.
You play DJ sets in your room by yourself.
You didn't know how to communicate before you got a degree that says communications on
You
it?
go to college?
I did.
And
for 2
you
years.
dropped out, right?
I did.
Okay, tell me about your college experience.
I cheated in all my classes. I didn't
Okay.
really learn anything.
Cool. Are you guys proud of that?
Yes.
You are.
Yes,
Why?
because it got me to where I am today.
Can I just say, and this is strictly on like a personal level, if I meet somebody in front of me who is 1000% honest with me and says, I am successful now, which like kudos, great, good for you. I am successful now and I dropped out of college, but I think it was entirely useless, I will lose a little bit of respect for you. Without a doubt. Because it tells me in the same way that I would lose respect for the person who went to college, was also extremely successful, and says about someone who dropped out and says, I think that was completely useless of them. And like, whatever. To disrespect one or the other is crazy. And if either of them truly say they did not enjoy or learn or gain anything even out of their short times in college, is crazy to me. It's nuts. You mean to tell me you spent 1 year, 2 year, whatever, unless it was like 3 weeks. Okay, fine. You didn't even experience it. But if it was any more time than like 6 months, you gain nothing, that tells me that no matter where I put you in life, I can drop you off there and you don't learn one thing. I apply that to how you are as a person. If you put me somewhere, I need to learn something. Even if I don't want to be there, even if I'm not like crazy about what it is, for me to feel like I've not wasted my time because you only have a limited amount of that, I need to walk away learning something. even if I didn't want to be here.
You're very successful. My mom couldn't afford college for me. So that's what she told me. So if I went to college, I would have been in debt, and then I would have put her in debt. Then I would have had to find a job, and then I have to pay off the debt. Yeah, but guess what? I didn't go the business route. If I went the college route, I would have been in debt. My mom would have been in debt, probably still till right now. Instead, she's living in a house paid off, free, retired, living the life.
You can be in debt without going to college.
If she has her car paid off, house paid off, she's chilling. She's catching a vibe right now.
Did you pay for college?
Originally, well, no, I had a loan.
Did you, or did your parents pay?
No, I had a loan. I paid for it.
Okay.
Like,
So how did-
by the way, how most every single person
So how did
does.
you pay off that loan? How'd you pay off the loan?
Well, I paid it off through my career in content creation and
Exactly.
and investing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There are plenty of people who pay off their loans through their work alone. Does that apply to everybody? No.
Next person.
No.
You wasted money.
But
you
I
didn't use your
got
degree to
here
pay off the
through
loan.
I got to content creation through school, though.
Oh, school taught you how to press go live and read a chat. No.
Or the story is, this was rage bait.
At least they were honest. At least they were honest! Anyway, is college worth it after that conversation? I think it depends on the who. I think some people want it and they can't get it. So I think that's very important. And I think if you don't recognize that, you are extremely privileged. And then I think there's people that don't need it that get forced to do it. And I think that that's something that needs to get talked about as well. We're headed over to TikTok for our Liddy Fort